flames turns the page with a voice like fire and a heart so free. Walking through the channels, it's a sight to see. Singing, hosting, bringing the fire. Every word they drop electrifies the tribe. On YouTube and X, they leave their mark. A rising star, igniting the spark. Toasting must be burning bright. Rocking the world in the dead of night. Voice of thunder, heart of gold. A legend in the making, bold
We're trying to get to 100,000, guys. And we can do a
live streams to collapse, they're in the mix, turning conversations into magic tricks. A spark of joy, a creative flair. Toasties out here spreading everywhere. With the mic in hand, they're owning the scene. Riding the rhythm of this rockin' dream. From rumble to the chat, the passion flies. Bringing people together under endless skies. Toasting musty,
shimmy, 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 shimmy.
in the dead of night. Voice of thunder, heart of gold.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Who the fuck made that profile?
With a mic in hand, they're owning the scene. Riding the rhythm of this rockin' dream. From rumble to the chat, the passion flies. Bringing people together under endless skies.
It is Alyssa!
Toasty musty, burning bright. Rocking the world in the dead of night. Voice of thunder, heart of gold. A legend in the making, bold and old.
Yes! Hi, Alyssa, you dumb cunt.
The lights ignite too. Toasties live tonight.
Chats on fire, the emotes fly. Sparks in the lens and glitter in the sky. She hits that cue and the music booms. A blaze of color lights up the room. Hype so hot it melts the air. Laughs and chaos everywhere. Every tear a brand new show. Turn up the volume, watch it blow. Explosion. It's Toasties jiggly time. Feel the heat, the wild emotion. Lights of flashing hearts collide. We're riding the flame, can't hide the vibe. Explosion. It's Toasties jiggly time. Turn it up, pure devotion. Fire in the chat, let the good times roll. It's a blaze of fun and a rockin' soul show.
Alerts are ring and the crowd goes loud. She owns the stage, commands the crowd. Every move electric charm, setting off sirens, raising alarms. No scripts, no shame, just streaming art. A little mischief, lot of heart. It's laughter, flare, and streaming flame. When Toasty drops, it's never time. Turn down the lights, here comes the glow. That countdown's ticking, ready to blow. 5, 4, 3, feel the tension climb. She strikes the pose, it's fire time. Explosion. It's Toasties jiggly time. Every spark, pure devotion. The chat's ablaze, the night's alive. The streams are storm, the vibes are drive. Explosion. It's Toasties jiggly time. Rock and laughter in motion. From the first spark to the final cheer, we'll be back again, same time next year.
she played. Laughs echo through the digital sky.
Don't touch that dial. Be prepared to warm yourself up to some entertainment. Get lubricated, as it were. As this is about to blow your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the Gooner Squad, hosted by the Toasty with the Mosty.
Guys, hi chat. Look, here's John.
Indeed, just normal, plain old John, but we do actually have a cool guest here this evening. It's been a minute since we've had a chance to hang out, so it'll be nice to do that. I have not yet sent out the link for the show, as I often do, so please feel encouraged to drop a link on X or anywhere else yourself that you feel so inclined to do some word of mouth advertisement for us, and dropping a line to the people in life that you can affect to come and join in this place that you like hanging out. If you do, that would be greatly appreciated. But yes, we got caught up into talking about the difference between who's superior, Phil Collins or Peter Gabriel. And I was saying to Toasty as the show was starting up that if I had to choose between the life of one or the others, as great as In the Air Tonight is as a song, if I have to choose between the life of Phil Collins or Peter Gabriel, I have Phil Collins on CDs, so I'm keeping Peter Gabriel alive. Is all I'm saying. Shock 'em Up is a great song, and Sledgehammer is institutional to life. So Peter Gabriel lives, and Phil Collins, I guess. Well, I hope you hear someone calling in the air tonight to save your ass, because it's not going to be me. Anyway,
I'm sorry, but I know more Phil Collins music than Peter Gabriel. Although I like that one musical box song. And John was like, "What are you talking about? That doesn't sound like a Peter Gabriel song." And I'm like, "Oh, well, and he looked it up. He's like, "That's why it's Genesis." I'm like, "Well, he's the one singing it anyways. So, like, it is pretty much him."
True, but that's the whole reason why the song Shock the Monkey exists, because they basically fucked him out of Genesis, and Phil Collins goes and takes over for a number of years.
Is that why people aren't so happy with him?
Right, yes, exactly, and that's why
But I
the
feel
song
like he has good music, too.
He does, but it's like I said, it's kind of like trying to talk to somebody about, like, what's the better version of Black Sabbath, with Ozzy or with Dio, because they are very distinct. And while
I don't know who's Dio. I just know about my Ozzy.
Well, Ronnie James Dio is pretty fucking fantastic in his own right, and so it's kind of like when people decide who their favorite is amongst them, it's kind of like, all right, I get it, and I can get either answer in the same situation when it comes to Black Sabbath, because Ozzy's Ozzy, obviously, but Ronnie James Dio is also he's Dio, dude. So like it's you got like two really good choices. There's really no. And so it says more almost about you than it does like either of them as frontmans for these bands. And
but
even
also you have to remember, he did a whole album for Tarzan, and I like watching Tarzan.
I understand, but it was the album for Tarzan that kind of showed, because that's when he was starting to do the Disney years. And as much as I love Nine Inch Nails, and I'm wearing a Nine Inch Nails shirt right now, Trent Reznor also has now reached his I do music for Disney years, which is fine. He's in his 60s. He's got like 5 kids, and he's got to take care of like all this crazy. It's cool. It's just I've learned to appreciate and accept the fact that all the cutting edge Nine Inch Nails in life, I've probably already listened to. Not to say I've listened to all of it, because there could be more that's coming out. but it'll probably be based on motifs and themes and things like that I've already experienced before, but it'll still sound great, but it's not really going to quite move me the way that it used to, but it's all right because the dude got me along this far in life. That's kind of the way I feel about like, like people like, like Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel, like I say, they are both great in their own independent ways. And even with what they did within Genesis,
But of
in
course,
the
John
periods
picks
that
the
they were
emo
there.
guy.
Well, yeah, of course. Peter Gabriel's fucking awesome. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this, Jesse? Welcome into the show, by the way.
I don't even know who Peter Gabriel is. I've
What?
probably heard his song, but I couldn't tell
You
you,
see?
I couldn't tell
Oh
you by
my
name.
shit! Oh god!
So
You
now,
never-
obviously, I know who the fuck like Ronnie James Dio and Ozzy
Yeah.
Osbourne are.
Right.
I
Right,
don't know
like
who
those
Dio
are does. But no, I never dug deep into like the ooey top, like the top 40 kind of like, good feely, I don't know what pop, like the pop music of all that kind of stuff. Like I never really dug into any of that era. Like obviously
John,
I
we're
grew up
on
in the
YouTube.
90s, right? Yeah,
Oh
so it was
god
like
damn it.
70s.
Yeah, she knows exactly. She's like, she
I already
sees me.
know
She's
what
like,
you're
like,
doing.
he's
I
probably
see
like,
your-
look, yes. I'm like, God, I gotta play some. I got like, clearly you've listened to Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah.
Sing
Well,
it for,
I'm
sing
sure,
it for
like I
us.
said,
Sing
I
a song
know
for
I've
us,
heard
John.
Yeah, there you go. Sing it for me, John.
I will spare everyone my vocal stylings because it's just gonna like sound way too scratchy. But yeah, let me round your fruit cage. Like it's like I'm sure if you ever I kind of would.
I gotta say
wanna-
the same thing. I don't know
It's
any of his
fucking
music either.
exploitation
I've
ghetto.
heard of him. I
All
heard
right.
of
Yeah.
Peter Gabriel, and that's the one song I know from him, and that was back in the 70s.
All right. Well, here's the thing about
In a
Peter
band.
Gabriel. All right. Well, because you said, of course you picked the emo guy. Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Peter Gabriel. He is what I would call, he is a, he's got like a touring band, right? Like there are studio bands and there are touring bands. And so like what you hear in like the studio albums, while good, is not what it's like when you hear them on stage. It's why I have so many Nine Inch Nails albums and bootlegs, specifically why I have like, thousands upon thousands of Nine Inch Nails tracks specifically, is because when they're put out in the studio, it's like this pristine kind of like, just perfect kind of like, oh, isn't this awesome, amazing kind of juxtaposition of, like heavy and light sounds and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, it's just great. But then you go to the live shows and they're just like this visceral energy. And it's like the songs just, they play differently in a live setting than they do in a studio setting. And so Nine Inch Nails to me, like as much as I love the studio albums, I really love listening to their live forms, because as a touring band, you actually get to hear the music metamorphosize over time, and like songs that you heard all the way back in the 90s still sound just as fresh and vibrant and vital, and like they were just made because they've basically been getting reworked and rearranged every few years, because every time they go on tour again, they just reassemble all the stuff that they've made because they want to keep it fresh for their own just livelihood and just humanity. And so, yeah, Peter Gabriel, a lot of his older work, that's what I was saying, Flotsam and Jetsam specifically, came out around the time COVID Hell World, was kind of like this, it was like a greatest hits album, but not. So it's like greatest hits album of things that you hear on the tours, but you hear them the way that you hear them on the tour, which is very different from the way you originally heard them when they were on some studio album that came out 20, 30 years
So it's
ago.
like a live album.
So yeah, it's like, yeah. And so it's got like this really nice live energy, but it's also got familiarity to it. Because there's songs but then it's also like new and different. So yeah. Love me some Peter
That's
Gabriel,
awesome.
especially as you
That's
get,
awesome.
like as I've gotten older,
Especially you get up
I've
there in
grown to
the years.
appreciate it.
Yeah, right. All right, that kind of happens a little bit, doesn't it? You kind of have
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy listening, right? It's easy listening. It's stuff that makes you
It's
feel good.
easier. Yes. Yeah.
It's
Because even with
easier.
Nine
There
Inch
you go.
Nails,
It's
like
easier.
it's like I may want to still watch the whole world burn down, but I want to like perhaps do it with a little bit more scenic music than bombast at this point.
I just want to I just want to watch it from a distance while playing the loud 9 Inch Nails music is kind of how
True.
I like it. So that's kind of the nice way. I'm a Gulch kind of fan, and so I like that idea. We'll just step back, let them burn themselves out, and then we'll go in and pick up the pieces, and it'll be great. It'll be great.
Indeed. Well, that certainly works too. Yeah, but yes, if we were not on the exploitation ghetto, though, I would play you some Peter Gabriel. But unfortunately,
no, and it's one of them situations where like I listen to all like those stations in the Kansas City where like they had a lot of the 70s, 80s, and today, and so I heard all of that stuff. I just didn't know the names of any of it, because it wasn't stuff that was coming out at the time.
Yeah,
and then of course I veered off into rock and then jazz and never really left either one of those.